Hi, I'm Elwen and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some cupcakes. Now I know these are unusual ingredients in front of me for cupcakes, so these are going to be some meaty cupcakes. So these are the ingredients we need to make the cupcakes. So I've got some lovely Welsh beef bolognese here. Now you can use leftover bolognese because you don't need much, so it's a great way of using it up. I've got some short crust pastry, potatoes for our topping, for our mash. If you want to have different coloured mash, some beetroots makes pink mash, or ketchup, or even some spinach, so some chopped up frozen spinach for green mash. Okay, so now we need to prepare our pastry cases. So I'm just going to roll out the short crust pastry fairly thin, and what I need is just enough to have 12 circles, and I'm using a 10 centimetre ring cutter for these. Okay, so I'm now going to just carefully lift the pastry and then just push it into the paper case. So just do this gently. So this is obviously a great recipe for the children to make as well, because they will really love doing this. Okay, so we've now filled all the cases with the pastry, and what we want to do now is bake these blind. Now the best way to get a really nice crunchy base on these is to pop a little bit of baking paper and then either use some ceramic baking beans like I've got, or if you haven't got those in the house, you can just use some rice or some pasta. So that will work exactly the same. Our pastry cases are now cooked nicely and are lovely and crisp. So we now need to move on to the potatoes. Now I've obviously cooked a lot of mashed potato here. You don't need this much. This is just to show you really the outcome of the different colours. So you choose what you think the kids would like. Now what we need to do then is just fill our piping bag. Now I'm using these piping bag, food grade piping bags. If you haven't got any, you could just use a really strong little plastic bag, cut the corner and just pop the nozzles in. So I'm just going to fill all of these now so that I can actually go for the different coloured mash. Heated the bolognese, so it's quite hot at the moment, but not piping hot, because this is going to go back into the oven just to ensure that everything is really hot before we eat them, and that's very important if you are using leftover bolognese. I've just prepared some garnishes, just using courgettes for the leaves and just a little bit of cutters. If you've got some metal cutters, just cut them out with little shapes. I've got some peppers, anything colourful, and then just use any cutters you have or just cut round with a knife. So here's the end result. Welsh beef bolognese cupcakes, and I'm sure the children will love making these with you. Hope you enjoy.